Hi guys, as you know, once in a while I like to go to End Times headlines and say what's happening. It says here we go again. China's facing COVID outbreak with 800 million cases in 90 days as hospitals and crematoriums overflow. It says it's facing a thermonuclear COVID outbreak, says one expert, as hospitals and crematoriums start to overflow. According to one estimate, the ending of the country's harsh lockdown could see it spread rapidly until there are 800 million cases in 90 days after the zero COVID policy of harsh lockdowns was ditched. Video has emerged showing patients rammed into a hospital, sleeping on floors, and bodies stored in corridors in a chilling echo of when this first hit China. Crematoriums working through the night in Wuhan were an early indication of the devastation wrought by the pandemic back in 2020. One of those who shared footage is epidemiologist Eric, Fielding, who said that the situation was now thermonuclear bad. He's a chief of the COVID task force at the New England Complex Systems Institute and one of the first scientists to warn about the ability of this to spread when he worked at Harvard. He pointed to predictions by China's own health officials that 60% of China's 1.4 billion population could become infected. The figure was reported by Xi Chen, a global health researcher at Yale University, who told NPR he was given it by the deputy head of China's Center for Disease Control. Epidemiologist Ben Cowling from the University of Hong Kong agrees with the prediction. This surge is going to come very fast, unfortunately. That's the worst thing, he said. If it was slower, China would have time to prepare. But this is so fast. In Beijing, there are already a load of cases and in other major cities because it's spreading so fast. Other experts are predicting 2.1 million could die in the coming months, though official statistics show there are just 7,000 new cases a day. But even accounts in tightly controlled official media are now saying 50,000 people reporting symptoms in one city, and I can't pronounce that. In Beijing, the authorities have increased the number of so-called fever clinics from 94 to 1,263 to cope with the surge in patients. The R number, which indicates the transmissibility of the virus, is currently a massive 16. Scientists at the China National Commission estimate. That means each person infected will spread the disease on to about 16 others. Last winter, cases doubled in the U.S. every 3 days or so, but Cowling is warning that's now happening in hours in China. Even if you manage to slow it down a bit, it's still going to be doubling very, very quickly, he said. And so the hospitals are going to come under pressure, possibly by the end of this month. And that guy's name finally abandoned his disastrous zero COVID policy earlier this month in the face of protest at harsh restrictions. Okay, guys, that's not to scare you. That's just what they're reporting. God has his eye on everything. God is in control. Pray up and keep your eyes to the skies. God bless you, and I love you. And there will be no more news coming. Trust that. Love you guys.